Now, yesterday, I believe this is what kicked things off in a big way. BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF got a symbol even before approval, IBTC. Now, they also amended their ETF application by saying they're going to be seeding their ETF this month in October. Is BlackRock buying behind the scenes right now? Or are others buying behind the scenes, anticipating BlackRock is going to get their approval soon? And let's not forget Grayscale's conversion. That is coming up too. So yeah, all these funds that are losing money right now, they're going to want a way to preserve their wealth, their clients' assets. And what better way to load up on Bitcoin? Okay, really, it's a no-brainer situation. We are definitely seeing a lot of Bitcoin and crypto leave exchanges right now. This is awesome. Yesterday, while Bitcoin is pumping, I heard from the crowd that Coinbase was starting to get wonky. Their systems always goes down whenever there's a lot of FOMO, because when there's FOMO, there's real FOMO, like millions of people coming in to Coinbase trying to buy. So we're seeing that, and of course, we've been seeing that for a while. It's just that no one really pays attention, but I've been telling you, this is part of the growing fundamentals of Bitcoin, how its exchange reserves keeps on going down. And you can see this goes back about a week, and we see significant amount of Bitcoin being taken off the exchanges, removed consistently, day after day after day after day after day. This will add up. One day when Bitcoin is much larger, it's going to be very difficult to buy because, quite simply, the supply is so low. That's why halving events are so significant, because halving events also cut the inflation rate in half. That means there's less coming out. But we already mined most of the Bitcoins already. So everyone's fighting for what exists now. And what exists now is dropping too, because the big institutions now loading up retail investors that continue to hold on DCA. So it makes a whole lot of sense. Now, I did talk about Coinbase. Someone tried to spread some rumor about Coinbase now having a weekly withdrawal limit. And Coinbase no, that's false. False news. Okay, we're not doing that. Now, they do have, like I said, they do have periods where, it's unfortunate when there's a lot of FOMO, their system just goes down. And it goes both ways. When there's panic selling, their system goes down. When there's panic buying, their system goes down. You figure by now they could bulletproof their infrastructure so that doesn't happen, but it still seems like it does all the time. So just prepare for that. So what can we look forward to? Well, this chart right here, it seems like there's a whole lot of nothing on the left side. And then there's a whole lot of something on the right side. What's this about? Well, gold prices. For basically 100+ years, gold really didn't move all that much, comparatively speaking, when you compare it to where it is now. You could see a little surge in the 70s and 80s and 90s, 2000. And then guess what happened? A spot gold ETF got approved, and man, that caused gold to pump and pump and pump and pump, where it is now around $2,000 an ounce. See, that right there is very telling, and shows you the power of a spot Bitcoin ETF. That's why I say trillions. The global market cap right now is barely above 1 trillion, 1.28 trillion. Bitcoin is not even at a trillion. Wait until the bull run starts. Wait until these funds that I mentioned, retirement funds, pension funds, sovereign funds, whatever, they start putting in their hundreds of billions into these spot Bitcoin ETFs, which forces the fund companies like BlackRock to purchase hundreds of billions of Bitcoin. That's just the beginning. Then you compound that with FOMO. We're talking about trillions upon trillions upon trillions. By the end of 2025, the global market cap could be well above $10 trillion. That's a 10x from here. Think about it, right? It's going to be amazing, but ETF is one of those catalysts that makes it happen. Now, here's something else that's even better. If you thought October has been good so far, wait until Moonvember comes around. Average monthly performance of Bitcoin, September normally isn't a good month, okay? And we did experience a fall in September. But right now in October, we still have a week left, and it's been pretty good. But look at the performance of Bitcoin in November. And this is not a year coming off from top. This is a year coming off from the bottom. And if you look at that, it's even better. So this is what we have to look forward to after this month and next month. And I've been talking about the Santa rally too. Santa rally is a real thing. The last 2 months of every year traditionally has been very good for not only Bitcoin, for all assets. But this year I think it's going to be even better for Bitcoin because we may get a spot Bitcoin ETF approval. It's right around the corner. And plus, we're coming off from the bottom. Again, this is not a year when we're coming off from the top. We're coming off from the bottom. And there's FOMO. And there's a lot of buying. So, I mean, I think we're going, and now, seeing where we are now, I think by the time we hit December, we could be in the mid 40s, approaching 50. I had to revise because earlier this year, not even that far ago, maybe a few weeks ago, I was thinking if we end between 35 to 40,000 by the end of the year, that would be great. But things have changed in a big way. We're already at 35,000. So we got to adjust. So in the next 2 months, we could see Bitcoin go up to $45,000, $50,000. And who knows, if we do get a spot Bitcoin ETF, can we break through 50,000? Maybe. I mean, again, when things move, they move really quickly. And the amount of money that's out there sitting at the sidelines waiting to come in is so much. It could drive Bitcoin to levels we can't even imagine right now. So Microstrategy, looking like a genius company. And Michael Saylor looking like a genius company. Up 11% right now. Coinbase up 13%. Mara up 17%. Today's a good day for crypto companies. But look at MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy is now up a cool $746 million just with their holdings, over 158,000 Bitcoins. A lot of people picked on Michael for a long time, saying he dollar cost average way too much, way too high. But he proves that it works. It does. And so many of you guys have been doing this too and been DCAing, and you have also proven that this works. That's the power of DCA. You don't have to outsmart the market. You don't have to time bottoms or tops. You just continue to DCA on a schedule, unwavering, like a robot. You take emotions out of it, and then you will be led to the promised land. So Michael Saylor is proving it with his strategy, and I'll prove it with my DCA portfolio too with you guys. It's really that simple. Okay, but in a crypto winter, people don't want to believe that. A lot of people don't. A lot of traders will come out and say, well, look at me. I'm so smart. I could time bottoms and I can make infinite amount of money in a crypto winter. You don't need to be like that. Some people are probably successful doing that, but most are not. Just DCA. That's all you really need to do.